The Galactic Council chamber hummed with the quiet arrogance of 1,000 civilizations who had never lost a war. Ambassador Marcus Reed stood at the center podium, his broad shoulders squared beneath the blue and white sash of Earth's diplomatic corps. Around him, alien delegates whispered in frequencies humans couldn't naturally hear, their bioluminescent skin flickering with amusement. The Vorith High Commander, a towering creature of gray armored flesh and 6 calculating eyes, leaned forward. Your species has 72 of your planetary rotations to surrender Earth's resource territories, it announced. Refusal means annihilation. Marcus didn't flinch. He reached into his jacket pocket and placed a single data chip on the podium. That chip, he said calmly, contains a message from our Secretary of Defense. I'd advise every delegate in this room to read it carefully. The translation rippled across the chamber. Some delegates laughed. The Vorith didn't even look at the chip. Marcus straightened his tie and walked out. 3 days later, Council Translator Vane of the Ethian species finally processed the chip out of bureaucratic obligation. The message was only 4 sentences long. For 200 years, Earth's governments have kept our military scientists on a leash. We did this because we believed in peace. You have now forced us to remove that leash. We gave you this warning because we are not monsters, but do not mistake our patience for weakness. Signed, General Dorothy Hayes, United Earth Defense Command. Vane stared at the words for a long moment, then quietly filed an urgent report to every allied civilization she could reach. Nobody listened in time. The Vorith fleet arrived at Earth's outer solar marker, 40 warships, each 3 kilometers long, scarred from 100 conquests. Fleet Admiral James Ironwall Kowalski watched them on the tactical display from the bridge of the USS Defiant, Earth's newest and most classified vessel. Around him, his crew moved with the eerie calm of people who had trained for exactly this moment their entire careers. Sir, Lieutenant Priya Okafor said, her dark eyes steady on her screen, they're hailing us. Demanding immediate surrender. Kowalski clasped his hands behind his back. Tell them we're thinking about it. He paused. Give me 30 seconds. Okafor blinked. Sir. I want them comfortable. A slow smile crossed his weathered face. 30 seconds. What happened next was later called the 30-second war by every civilization who witnessed it. At the 29-second mark, 17 objects blinked into existence around the Vorith fleet, not ships in any design the galaxy recognized, but long, dark, angular constructions that seemed to absorb light itself. Humanity's Black Program fleet. 40 years in development. Never once deployed. The Vorith flagship's weapons officer screamed a targeting solution. But the human ships had already moved. Not faster. Smarter. Every Vorith firing angle had been modeled, predicted, and vacated before the triggers were pulled. The return fire from Earth's fleet was surgical. Precise. Each Vorith vessel was struck simultaneously in their power cores, not destroyed, but disabled. 40 warships, dead in space, in 11 seconds. Kowalski exhaled slowly. Hail them, he said. The broadcast went out on every frequency the Galactic Council monitored. Admiral Kowalski stood before the camera, his gray uniform spotless, his expression carrying no anger, only something far more unsettling. Patience. This is Admiral James Kowalski of United Earth Defense Command. The Vorith fleet is intact. Their crews are alive. We are returning their ships after removing their weapon systems. He let that settle. Earth has no interest in conquest. We never did. But let the record show, we warned you. We told every delegation, every empire, every council that humanity had been holding back. He glanced down once, then back up. We are done holding back. If any civilization threatens Earth or her allies again, we will not send diplomats. The broadcast ended. In the council chamber, silence lasted for 11 minutes, the longest recorded pause in Galactic Council history. Ambassador Marcus Reed walked back in, straightened his tie, and sat down. "Now," he said pleasantly, "shall we discuss a fair trade agreement?" Across the galaxy, 100 civilizations quietly began deleting Earth from their list of targets, and adding it, with considerable urgency, to their list of allies to secure immediately. Humanity hadn't started a war. They'd simply shown the galaxy what they'd been politely refusing to finish.